Hi, and welcome to Enterprise City Schools. I'm Stephanie Brumberg, the Technology Integration Coach for the district. I'm here to help make integrating technology and robotics easier in your classroom. Every classroom should be equipped with a display board, the majority of which are ViewSonic, but we also do have ClearTouch and Promethean, and you should be issued a Dell laptop. You should have received an email from Ms. Stacy Rogers on how to access your ECS accounts. To connect your board to the internet, you're simply going to select the Wi-Fi icon from your home screen and then select ECS Wireless. ECS Wireless has a login prompt that's the same username and password as what you use to log in to your computer. You can also access Castnet after you've completed the form that's linked below in the comments and also available on the Technology Resources website. And from there, you will get a unique password that you will use where you can connect up to 5 devices. And from there, you can actually cast your iPad to your board so you can walk around the room. Some ViewSonic boards have what we call a brain in them. That is a slot PC that has been installed in the back of your board and runs a computer just like this. All you're looking for is the PC icon when you're on the home screen of ViewSonic. You're going to click on that. And then it is easier if you have a wireless keyboard and mouse that you can just plug in, but if not, I have a separate video on how to access the internal computer keyboard on here. So what you're going to do first is you're going to go over here and you're going to get on the internet. So step 1 is you're going to click on the internet and you will just select ECS Wireless. Once you enter your information into ECS Wireless, then it should come up, and it may not be your name at first if this is your first time logging into the system. You'll just go to Other User. You'll go to Other User, and then you can put your ECS credentials in, and it works just like your laptop that you have at your desk.
We are a Google Workspace system, and you should have gained access to your Gmail account, set up your 2-step verification, and now you should have access to a Drive account and every other Google service that is available to us. Some of them include, of course, like Google Docs and Google Slides and Sheets, calendars, Gemini, and Gemini Notebook LM. There will be PDs on Gemini and Notebook LM, and if you need one-on-one help for Docs, Sheets, Slides, or any other Google service, I am available. You can just reach out to me and I can come show you the ropes. The last puzzle piece to get you started at Enterprise City Schools is the Technology Resources website. On here, there are 3 main tabs. You can meet the technology department, and so you can see everybody that works for technology along with what their responsibilities are. You can see who your building level tech support is. That's who's going to issue you your laptop. And then you can also go to the district-wide resources where there's a lot of good information, helpful hints. This one will even show you how to set up to the copy machine. I've got a lot of tech references here for how to, if you have an issue with a Chromebook, an issue with an iPad, how to get access TeamViewer, where we can remotely work on your computer. And then also, there's all kind of resources here for you to utilize with quick guides, like this one for Gemini. If you're unfamiliar with it, this is just kind of like a get you started guide. And then we also have some links here for like school status, where this is the parent communication that we're using starting in the 26-27 school year. And it goes through these little quick video tutorials. They were better than what I could come up with, so I thought if it's not broke, why fix it? And then the Tech Talks are my YouTube channel, and this is where I have lots of short, little, quick tips. You can also go to playlists, and it'll show you things like if you're unfamiliar with Securely, how to access PowerSchool PD, some short little Canva tips and tricks, even how to log in if your school has a Peloton and how to access that. I even have some student how-to videos and stuff for ViewSonic. I even have the steps on here for how to do the use Castnet, so you can access that. But this website is very resourceful. And then the final thing are these frequently asked questions. If you don't know how to clear your cache and cookies, that will help you with that. If you have some teacher laptop questions, if you have just a generic technology question, it might be answered here. And then again, how to locate your team viewer. And that's something that we'll ask if you email and say you have an issue or something's going on. The fastest way for us to access your computer is not to get in a vehicle and drive across town to your classroom and interrupt your classroom. It's to very quickly remote access it and see if we can fix it virtually that way. I hope that you utilize this resource. It is very beneficial to help you get started with the school year. I hope it doesn't overwhelm you. When you click on the resources tab, if you don't use Schoology because you're elementary, don't even pay this any attention. If you've never used Blooket, the beginning of the school year is not the time to start to use that. If you want a cute email signature, I have an 8-minute tutorial on how to do that to just make you happy for the day. But we've got lots of resources in here for you to use, and I hope you have a great school year, and I'm so glad that you are at ECS.